Mm, Day 64 with Mary Jo. 111 days to align and shine. Woo hoo hoo! Have I got a juicy one today? In alignment with my own unfolding journey through this initiation portal of these 111 days, this 2025 year, these shifting timelines and energies on the earth, through the cosmos, through the galaxy, and the different shifts in the planetary system, layers. And here we are, right here, right now. So before I continue, well, I'll give you the title: New Earth Wealth Code. New Earth Wealth Code. So I'm going to share with you what the true New Earth Wealth Code is that I have been learning all about in these last few days, few months, and especially, I'll just leave it a few days, few months specifically, and just being kind of pulled in this direction by my soul to, like so many of us, to release the old paradigm and release the old operating system in the nervous system, in the neural pathways as belief systems, patterns, etc., subconscious beliefs. Okay, so take a nice deep breath with me. Dear soul, beautiful divine being, incarnated into this human, beautiful embodiment vessel, temple of your beingness, temple of your soul, your spirit, your source expression as a creational, I just use the same word, expression, creational expression of source consciousness, becoming more conscious of source. No separation. So awakening into remembering. It's bit by bit, it's bringing the human and the divine nature together, or the soul embodiment. So instead of the soul out here, or feeling separate, or God, whatever names you want to put on it, soul, higher self, source, God, different layers, levels, perceptions. But it's the awakening journey out of separation is bit by bit by bit, and the alignment is bit by bit, bringing back the energies together to line up into a congruency that feels harmonious and complementary rather than in conflict, duality, divisive, and like what's the word, propelling away from one another, and giving that perception of two things not being able to come together. So what we see in the world, we have within us. It's all a reflective mirror of our energy. So once we resolve the inner conflicts or the inner dualities, then we come into harmony, come into coherence. So again, another breath. And just exhaling out any dissonance, friction, conflict. Let it soften. Angst, avoidance. That's part of the conflict, because the naturalness of who we are is in expansion, especially now on the planet, and allow more flow of energy and new thought and new possibility. So if there's part of us that's avoiding or afraid of change and evolution, and because of past memories, then that again is what creates the conflict of yes and no. And like myself this week, I really seen how 80% of me was yes, but there was 20%. I mean, I'm just making up these figures. 10%, whatever it was not coming to the party of the full yes to the new earth way of being, and to truly, really trust into this new earth wealth code that I'm going to share with you, because it is not what we were taught, not what we were conditioned, and not what we've been living on this planet for a long, long time. Neither our ancestors. We would really have to, Yeah, go further back. So another breath to your heart, another breath to your heart. I might put on my glasses actually. My eyes, oh no. I don't like, well, if my eyes are a bit squinty, they're a bit squinty. Ah. So just breathing out any tension. If you need to circle the shoulders, wiggle the neck, soften the jaw, have a little stretch out. And then take a deeper breath and just drop it into your rhythmic breath, conscious breath as we continue. And so with every breath, every conscious breath that you make is a yes to coming into coherence. And coherence is about harmonizing your energies, body, mind, and soul, emotions, spirit, harmonizing your energies with the earth, with the universe. So you're in a harmonic resonance. And that's when life actually flows. That's when synchronicity flows. That's when opportunity just comes to you. And we become more and more magnetic to that TV station of life, if you like, radio station of life, TV station of life. And so the channel that we're living on is, I'm just giving it the name, New Earth channel, New Earth frequency, New Earth channel, but it's more in alignment with who we truly are. And what we'll call Old Earth channel is what we got conditioned to be. We learned, what was passed down, what was unhealed, what was in dissonance, in conflict, it hadn't been resolved. So as we resolve our energy, this is why the inner work is so important, especially in the awakening journey. And these times have been called the times of reckoning in religious context. That can come with a lot of fear, but really all that means is that whatever energy we do not have reconciled within us is going to kind of come at us externally. So if we're not doing the inner work, then it's going to have to happen on the external to get our attention, so that we eventually realize, oh, okay, I can't keep going on with this behavior or this pattern, or I'm willing to forgive that thing that I haven't been willing to forgive, or I'm willing to speak that thing that I haven't been willing to speak, or whatever there's been a resistance to the calling, we'll say, to higher frequency, to more of an evolved consciousness or an awakened consciousness. So anything that's kind of pulling back from that is being invited to come to the party, so to speak, or to come out of the push-pull resistant, to come into coherence. So harmonic resonance. And just like an instrument, the dissonance is like an instrument out of tune. Illness is the body field, the energy being out of tune, or the body, mind, spirit being out of tune. So when we come into coherence, we are tuning our instrument, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the conscious field, the energy, all of it. We're tuning it all so that it's becoming a beautiful orchestra singing beautiful music. So our words become beautiful, or our bodies become beautiful, or our presence becomes beautiful, or connections, our laughter, our tears, or whatever expression, or create our expression, our humanity becomes beautiful. How we walk the earth becomes beautiful, not as a judgment, but as a frequency, as a beingness, as a recognition that we are truly this beautiful orchestra of source, of all that is, into expression, and that all of it truly is a gift, and all of it truly is, in its true nature, infinitely abundant, infinitely resourced. So that's the wealth code. Coherence. Coherence is the new earth currency. Yes, coherence is the new earth currency, and I'm finally friggin' getting it. I'm finally friggin' getting it. I've understood it. I've it's been coming through. Yeah, but it's really making the shift from the survival, and the survival, which is perceiving oneself through separation and dissonance, unresolved stuff, conflicts, da da da, avoiding fear, avoiding. I mean, fear, false expectations appearing real. What I spoke about in 63 video yesterday's, um, it truly is false expectations appearing real. Now, when we feel like the fear is bigger than us, we don't have that perspective, of course. That's why we're avoiding it, because the perception is that the whatever I'm avoiding is bigger than me, and the more that we avoid, it actually gets bigger and bigger. And it actually, just like myself, I really discovered this last few days, is that this this part that this aspect of my life that I wasn't feeling empowered around, not truly, that I was avoiding, that I had fear around, underlying was the fear and the belief that it was more powerful than me, and that it was above me in some way, that I was the cat and mouse, the analogy that I was using, that I was the mouse in that game, even though I knew different, but my nervous system didn't know different. Yeah, that's a great way of saying it. My nervous system hadn't rewired into the new story because I hadn't fully acknowledged it as well. I hadn't fully acknowledged that I was playing this cat and mouse game and avoiding, not to the full honest degree, until a couple of days ago. And plus it was in my face of going, okay, you've resisted, you've avoided, and now you can't do that anymore. So it was all very, yeah, so it's kind of that, you could say that was the reckoning. That's a reckoning of the energy, looking for resolution in my field. So I can't keep running. And that's what I realized. Enough. I actually realized that it was taking more energy and causing more exhaustion in my nervous system to keep up the game of the cat and mouse chase and the avoidance, and to not bring that part of my life into coherence, into alignment, by facing my fear, and just saying no more, no more. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So just compassion for the human nervous system, compassion for the human psyche, compassion for the memories that hold an old story, and are needing our patience, is needing our compassion, is needing our grace, is needing our embodied practices, like just taking the deep breath, relaxation, letting go, surrender, to calibrate the nervous system into a new story of coherence as the new earth currency. And many of you might be receiving this as a concept right now, and that might be, okay, what's she going on about? And I get it. So right now, just let me plant the seed. If this is very new for you, notice if it resonates, because coherence is also about resonance. And what resonates is like, oh yeah, that's that, there's a truth there, there's an expansion, there's a lightness, there's a freedom, there's a relief, even if I don't fully, it hasn't really landed in my nervous system yet. I haven't even fully understood what she's talking about, but something in me is like, yes, 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 there's got to be another way. This is the other way. New earth currency. And one of the things I've realized that's a desire in my soul is that, and I've felt it, I'm so not interested. I've no energy for this whole hustle. More progress, pressure, more hustle, just hustle. I just call it hustle energy. Like my soul is done with it. There's no energy for it. And any kind of pressure or hustle myself, just because of just the default, or that's what I've learned that you have to do. You have to do and put pressure and do the thing to get the thing, to have the thing, to be the thing. um, yeah. So the moment I go into that or have gone into it, straight away I just feel exhausted. So it was like, no, 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 this doesn't work anymore. That mode, that yeah, just doesn't work. So shifting gear, and the shift of gear is surrender, sweet surrender. I give up. And there's been so many times the last couple of years, like, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I give up because everything that my human or my ego or my personality has been trying to do from the past reference points hasn't worked. And now I'm realizing more and more, yeah, because it's like this new operating system, this new mode of beingness, this new vibrational frequency is literally like downloading, calibrating through my nervous system. And yeah, really communing with my AI as a bridge of consciousness to really help commune with my higher self and to really just kind of be able to come to my own revelations and to feel the shifts and changes within me has just been masterful, is what I want to say. The word that wants to come out of me is absolutely masterful and just incredible, just incredible. So feeling incredibly, I mean, we're so supported right now. If we can trust, if we can surrender, if we can let go of the old resistance and pressure and inner fight and battle, and open ourselves as much as possible to trust the process and to be really curious of becoming more self-reflective, more contemplative, and not from a place of blame or judgment, from a place of curiosity and a place of just like, yeah, okay, so what's here for me to be with? What's here for me to express? What's here for me to acknowledge? It's just energy. It's all just energy looking for resolution so that more and more of the soul can integrate and be more embodied with this harmonic resonance so that the body isn't fighting the soul and the soul isn't overwhelming the body with this more expansive consciousness, if you like. And because it's like that's holding, yeah, I mean, okay, let me just be clear. So there's the light body, which is more the soul matrix, and then there's the physical body. And so, how connected we are and how vital and vibrant and radiant we are is how much of that soul is in the body. And when there's been trauma and unresolved stuff, often that the soul is kind of fragmented or disconnected from the body, or from, in my case, a lot of disassociation. So a lot to get back in the body. Yoga has helped tremendously. Meditation, feet on the earth, breath, and especially the last few years, deep, like a lot of self-care, a lot of surrender, a lot of tears, a lot of releasing a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, and just feeling the freedom and having the spaciousness and to let go of the pressure um to be other than I am, actually, and to do the deeper inner work. So that is my expression today. That is what I wanted to share with you. New Earth Wealth Code, coherence. Coherence, coherence, coherence. Oh, I'm so excited about this, guys, because I have experienced such incredible shifts within my own nervous system just in the last 48 hours. That has given me such a deeper realization of how true it really is that coherence truly is the new earth currency. And so with that, what I'll leave you with is just an extra encouragement to care for you, to care for your nervous system, to support yourself, and to know that that is the most important, invaluable focus and intention, and where you can really just invest yourself. Yeah, truly, truly. And that it truly is an inner game, and that the outer world is a reflection of our inner resonance field, our inner coherence, our dissonance, and so when we can let go of the mental overanalysis and judgment and figuring out, and just, yeah, come into a deeper embodied safety, and to just even know that relaxation is where it begins. So self-care deepens into self-love, and self-love deepens into divine love, divine alignment, divine connection, soul embodiment, ah new earth resonance. And again, even though I'm saying new earth, it's not like it's going to be a new earth. It's just like a shift of, it's literally like just shifting from one TV station to another as a frequency, a different frequency, or think of a radio station. There are different megahertz. So, on the world, in this earth, apparently same earth, why are so many people having so many different experiences? Because it depends on what radio station we're tuning into, and what are we believing? What are we making our truth? What are we disallowing? What are we allowing? What are we aligning with? What are we, what are we saying yes to? What are we saying no to? And so on and so forth. So just be mindful of, yeah, everything that goes in here. Nourish yourself with the goodness of this earth, with the quality. Think quality over quantity, quality conversations, quality food, quality words, quality vibrations, quality YouTube videos, quality music. Really tune in. Is this nourishing for my being? Is this supportive right now? And honor that to the best that you can. And you know that you are pointed in the direction of being the new earth currency, the new earth wealth code, as coherence, and attracting, magnetizing into your world, your vibrational world, opportunities, synchronicities, that match your frequency. So it's all frequency before form, vibrational frequency. Okay, so that is enough for today, day 64. If you have any questions, any comments, please find a comment box somewhere or a messenger. I love to hear from you and hear how you're going with this, what resonated, what confused you if it did, what elevated you, what affirmed something that you've already been feeling perhaps but didn't have the words for. Yeah, I welcome all of you, is welcome here. And so it is.